I got schooled. And I didn't even see it coming. We're gonna get into what the hell I'm talking about in this video, but I got schooled. No two ways about it. I got the hammer. My good old friend Jonathan from Drip Farm. Remember him? He got me. Let me show you.
Fellow YouTuber predicts the price of drip. Let's check in what he says.
I was wrong.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, the best. Stop making price predictions. What makes you think you know? Anybody. Don't make price predictions on little drip. Like for instance, CPI data today, you could make a bet on which way it might turn. And you don't have to make price predictions. If you're a YouTuber, just be honest with your community. Say, I don't know.
You saw it. He's got me. He's got me. But if we actually look at what I was saying in the videos, comparing to what he just said,
I believe that they were, going to be higher, which would, indicate that inflation is still here, that it's becoming a little bit more sticky than some people thought. And as a result of that, we would see sell-offs across all markets. And we sure did. The CPI numbers for last Friday, well, tomorrow is the Fed meeting. I think they're going to continue to raise. Listen, I don't know, all right? This is just looking at support and resistance, okay? I really have no idea. Technical analysis only does so much. There's so much more that's involved.
All right, so technically I didn't make an actual price prediction, as you can see. And I don't think I ever have made an actual price prediction. I typically just like to look and see where support resistance are and where something could go. And when it comes to drip, we see that pump that happened here, good buy volume coming in, and what I thought was going to happen and what did end up happening is I thought that the price would just become too attractive for people to not participate in. I don't know if that's exactly what was the case. All right, I know that the Forex interview with Binance Smart Chain, which you should definitely go check out. It's released today, but he did that around this time and said that the guys over at Binance were buying, but then we come into even like yesterday's price action. I mean, the whole market was just in the toilet, and I'm in this Telegram group with a few other guys, and we were all just like, how is the price holding up right now? I mean, BNB was way down. The volume was even down. I mean, we couldn't really figure it out. It's possible that just there's so much sell pressure that is starting to go away. I could be way wrong here, but I thought this was interesting. Check this out. So yesterday I went over to the Drip Telegram chat, which I usually don't go in there, but when I went in, I saw there was this long thread going on. And so I traced it back to the beginning, and it was someone had come into the group and said, something's wrong. I'm not getting my daily rewards. They're not calculating it. And so people were trying to help him out a little bit. It got a little heated at one point because he said, have we been rugged? And of course, like you don't just throw that word around after what we've all been through over the last couple of months. But at any rate, finally, he sent a screenshot of his Faucet account. And this is what it was. I'll zoom this in here. Okay, so he was not getting any of the rewards. He said it's been working for months. Do you guys see clearly what's wrong with this picture? Claimed he has reached max payout. And of course, everyone in the group knew right away, you've reached max payout. Someone said, well, when was the last time you made a deposit or hydrated? He was like, well, sometime last year. So he had been basically claiming and selling every day, which is completely fine. That is everyone's right to do. But in his mind, he thought that because max payout is 100,000, remember, that is the most you can get as a max payout. That doesn't mean that's going to be what you get. All right. In order to get a max payout of 100,000, you've got to be pretty active in making deposits and hydrating and growing the largest amount of deposits that you continue to compound over time. That's how you reach 100,000. If you're not doing that and you're doing more claiming and more selling, you will eventually reach a max payout. And what's kind of interesting about this is this guy made it up to 10,000. So these last several claims, he's basically getting taxed, I think, at a whale status. So he was like a whale who's not a whale. This is definitely not whale status in terms of deposits, but that's what he was getting hit with in terms of taxes. So I think that, obviously I believe more people understand this, but they may be reaching max payout. It's not just about, 100,000. And there's many people that have been claiming and selling that want to start compounding and making deposits again because they don't want to hit their max payout. They know what's in the pipeline and they believe that what's coming could be very bullish. And so they would rather start compounding and making some deposits and buying at these low prices. What a great time to start a wallet. You know, I have this highlighted. This was just one of the last lows, right? You know what I mean? And don't mark that exact price as it, because I think it's a little bit different on the main UI. Point is that I think when we're in this area, and we may stay in this for quite a while, and I have no idea which way the price is gonna go, but possible that people will want to either start new wallets or extend their existing wallets. And the only way to extend is by compounding and then buying and making more deposits. But I think what's important is that I have used the word prediction. Jonathan, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for bringing that up. I really appreciate it. It's nice to know you're still thinking of me. Nice to see you hydrating today too. But everyone actually really should go check out Jonathan's video he made today. I mean, he brought up really great points, you know, and really looking at this whole thing from a macro perspective, because, you know, we are in a bear market. Things are down big. If I get another text message from a friend or a family member because they know I'm in crypto asking, hey, are you doing okay? We hear the whole thing is coming to an end. I mean, God, crypto's not going anywhere. More importantly, blockchain is not going anywhere. I look at crypto, right, and this whole thing as really technology, right? I don't really look at it as a currency, right? I look at it as the technology of blockchain. And, you know, not all of the cryptos that we see today are going to be around in a few years. I mean, that is just a fact, right? But several of them are going to stand the test of time, and blockchain is revolutionizing the way we live day to day. I said that recently to someone, and she says, well, I don't get it. Can you explain what blockchain is? And I was like, sure. But before I do that, can you explain to me what the internet is? You know, it was just like deer in headlights, right? Like I could see her thinking like, well, I know what it is, but I don't know how to explain it. I said, let me help you out. So the internet is a technology that can transfer information like that. The transfer of information at the speed of light. Time is the most valuable commodity there is. If there are ways of doing things efficiently in a more timely manner, people will always go to it. Always. That's been happening since the beginning of inventions. Okay, that's more efficient and faster. That's what we want. Always. It's like it's programmed in us. Imagine you're a lawyer back in 1985 and you're working a case, and for whatever reason, you need to know what day of the week it was back in January 4th, 1971. Okay, so remember, it's 1985. What do? Well, hopefully you have some type of assistant that can leave the office, go down to the local library, get an almanac, look up the date and all that, and write it down, come back to the office, and then let you know what it is. You know, so we're talking an hour, maybe more, I don't know, depending on how far away the library is. Nowadays, we got Google. Get it like that. Transfer of information like that. So blockchain is a technology where there's a transfer of ownership like that. And it's not just ownership in terms of money or a currency. It's ownership in intellectual property, physical property, other physical assets, your own data. And there's a lot of other things where the importance of having prove ownership much faster. Health insurance, it's going to be applied to health insurance and credit scores and all. I mean, imagine this. Imagine going house hunting, you find the house that you want, and you get approved for a loan right then and there, and you can buy it that same day. As opposed to now, you got to put your money in an escrow account and you have to submit all these papers, and they want bank statements and they want a job thing from 5 years. It just, you know, it drags on for 2 months. With blockchain, at some point, things like that are going to be done. So crypto's not going anywhere. Blockchain is not going anywhere. We are so early to the party. And remember, some of the best investments over the last several generations, people have always thought they were absolutely ridiculous. Facebook, Amazon, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. I mean, I love them and everything, right? Especially, you know, good old Warren, you know what I mean? From their, you know, in terms of principles and stuff, but there's like a list of companies that they just thought were, you know, dog shit, you know, that ended up taking off to the moon. So mass adoption is on its way, folks. So hey, if you like this video, please, if you could hit that like button, would love it if you'd subscribed if you haven't. And in the comments, please let me know how you explain blockchain to people that have no idea, right? Or crypto for that matter. Leave it down below and I'll catch you guys in the next one.